Well, Mystic is in front of a camera. What will we do? I'm just kidding, but what is going on, guys? My name is Mystic Umbreon, and because you guys don't know, this is what I look like. Now, let all the Jack Black comments flow down in the comments section, all the other good stuff. But today I'm bringing you guys my Pokemon Sun and Moon team. And I was actually tagged by Speqtor to do this tag. Now, in my team, I'm not going to be including a lot of... I'm going to be not talking about any spoilers. So basically, everything that has been introduced in the trailer is going to be on my team. So I'm not going to go out there and spoil the whole entire thing for you guys, you know, because I'm that kind of person, you know, that's going to go out there and be like, oh, you know, this Pokemon was data mine, all this sort of stuff. You know what? That's not my job. So anybody, you know, that has, you know, done, you know, data mining, all that stuff, good for you, applause. I actually like some of the Pokemon myself, but I'm not going to go and, you know, spoil it for anybody else. So, here we are today for my Pokemon Sun and Moon team tag. Let's get this going. So the first Pokemon I want on my team is... Actually, it's pretty obvious from which one I want. It's my starter Pokemon. Now, all you guys watch my top 5 favorite Pokemon in Sun and Moon so far, you guys will probably know what this one's going to be. But it actually was lit in the very, very beginning. I really like the aspect of them, of Game Freak actually making a cat fire Pokemon. I thought that was really cool. I liked its middle stage evolution. Then I saw Incineroar, and I didn't really like it that much because it looked like a Luchador cat, and it looked like a fire fighting type. I know it's fire dark, but I couldn't get into the design. Like it didn't. I couldn't do it. Then I saw Rowlet, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Rowlet is really cool. You know, it's definitely in like my. I know it's a top 5 of my favorite Sun and Moon's Pokemon video. I'm just gonna say it's in my top 10 favorite starters because there are a few Pokemon I like more than Rowlet and its evolution line, but I gotta say Decidueye is majestic. It's a ghost and grass type. It's really cool concept. I love its. I think it's called the Still Owl that it's based off of. But the Pokemon I'm actually going to be picking as my starter is going to be Popplio. Popplio was pretty cool in the very beginning. I was always Team Litten. Then I saw, you know, Litten's final evolution. Then I saw Primarina, and oh my god, it is freaking adorable. I gotta say, because I'm really into Greek culture. I'm into like sirens, mermaids. I'm in that kind of like mythology and stuff. With Primarina being based off of the, you know, that siren and a mermaid, I have to say it, and it's just so adorable and just beautiful. I can't get into much more about why I love this thing like so much. It's adorable. You know, I saw its final evolution line and I'm like, you know what? This is my starter Pokemon. And I was watching the Sun and Moon trailer and it was like, Mystic, pick me as a starter. And I'm like, oh, fine. The next Pokemon I'm going to pick is actually my favorite Pokemon out of all the Sun and Moon Pokemon revealed. Even the ones that were data mined, but like I said before, I'm not going to reveal any data mined Pokemon or any Pokemon that, you know, people have been posting about online, you know, all their, like, 17-part long Let's Plays. I still don't know how people freaking get away with that shit, but oh well. We're gonna be doing the Let's Plays and stuff anyway, so I know what, good for them. Anybody that enjoys that stuff, good for you as well. But anyways, my Pokemon is gonna be Lurantis. Lurantis is my favorite Pokemon. It's based off of my favorite Pokemon in Sun and Moon, I should say. Umbreon is my favorite Pokemon overall. Both Lurantis, I really like the fact that it's based off of the Orchid Flower and the Orchid Mantis, like I said in my favorite Pokemon Sun and Moon video. It's more of like I guess like a girlier version of a Scyther. I don't know why, but I fell in love with Lurantis just because of its design. It looks like a Pokemon that it's kind of like a spoiled diva, and if you gave it a bunch of shit, it would basically kick you out. Cuss, by the way. Sometimes I do cuss, not very often, so I apologize for that. You know, I can imagine, you know, just getting pissed off and just kicking something out of the way, or using the, what the hell is it called? It's the giant leaf thingamajig. I don't know if I forget what it's called, but it's really cool. It's like this long leaf sword attack, and oh god, it was just so cool. But I love the fact that we have like it's based off of like a flower and like an insect mixed together. I think that design is just really clever, and I can definitely say that Lurantis is going to be one of the Pokemon I use in my team actually. Now my next Pokemon is actually going to be Alolan, Vulpix, and Ninetales. Oh my god, did I flip out when I saw the trailer for these 2 Pokemon that popped out. I'm just gonna say right now, I am a huge fan of Vulpix and Ninetales. Then I saw them, and I swear to you guys, I freaked out Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I literally screamed into my microphone. Like, I was in call with my friends. Like, I was in call with, like, a Raza, Speqtor, and, you know, they know how much I love Alolan Ninetales, you know. And I freaked out. I have to have Alolan Ninetales on my team. Like, I'm getting Pokemon Moon. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in... I'm not sure if it's gonna be, like, a Pokemon Sun exclusive only. But even if it is Sun exclusive only, I'm gonna trade it on my Pokemon Moon. Like, I'm actually gonna find somebody, and they're actually gonna trade me the Pokemon, like capture it for me, or do something, because I gotta have this Pokemon on my team no matter what version I get. It's Ninetales. I've loved Vulpix ever since I was a kid. And I know, it's not exactly a Pokemon, you know, that's a brand new Sun and Pokemon. Yes, it is a Pokemon native to Alola, but it's still Vulpix and Ninetales. I don't give a shit about that. You know, I'm gonna say, I don't give a crud about that. Sorry, I'll censor. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, but I really like Vulpix and Ninetales. I gotta have this Pokemon on my team. Okay, enough about that. Next Pokemon. Next Pokemon is actually gonna be Drampa. Now, I forget what the other dragon's Pokemon's name is, but I know that if I'm interested in it, I'm not gonna pick it on my team, and if I don't know its name, then I really don't care about it. Although I do, I mean, the design for the other dragon type is okay, but I like Drampa just because it looks like a version. It kind of reminds me of Snoop. I don't know. It's not Snoop Dogg. The guy with the dreads. He's a rapper with the dreads. I can't remember his name, but he really reminds me of him. And I love dragon type Pokemon. And honestly, Drampa actually looks like an evolved form of Dunsparce. And I'm really into, like, those, like, really underrated derpy type Pokemon. So I saw Drampa, and I'm like, you know what? This could be, like, that underdog Pokemon that, like, no one's gonna pick. And I'm like, you know what? Drampa is gonna be my Pokemon. Okay, so for my 5th Pokemon, I'm actually gonna be choosing Oricorio, the Senzu style. Now, this Pokemon is a Ghost and Flying type, and I definitely have to say that when I first saw all 4 of these Pokemon, I love them all. I love Oricorio. It's an amazing Pokemon. And I love the fact what they did that there's a bird Pokemon for each island. I think that's really cool. But I actually like the Sensu style the most because, for one, I'm really into, like, Japanese stuff, and I love the fact that it kind of had, like, the little fans in its hands. Not to mention it's purple. Purple's my favorite color, and I've never really used a ghost type Pokemon on my team before. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, Miss Magius. I really like Gengar. I like Chandelure. Shout out to my boy Speqtor for tagging me, by the way. I've always wanted to use kind of like a flying. I know you guys are probably expecting me to use like a flying the toucan Pokemon on my team. Yes, there's a toucan Pokemon. I'm not seeing any more than that. It's Sun and Moon. It's tropical. I mean, kind of you guys can kind of see the picture. I just really like it. It's got the little Japanese fans. I love the way how it's kind of doing like kung fu when it's moving its arms around and stuff like that. It's just so cool. And I definitely have to say that I'm going to be flying around on that thing, despite like how small it is. I love Oricorio, and I think I'm going to have fun. I'm actually going to enjoy using a ghost type on my team for the first time in like forever. So yeah, that's my 5th Pokemon. Now my 6th Pokemon, it was a little bit different than I kind of expected it to be. I've kind of always liked this Pokemon before, but I haven't really been able to get into it until I was actually like looking at the Pokemon that I could choose from for my team on the Pokemon that were actually revealed. So I was looking around and I'm like, you know what, I don't have a fire type. And originally I was going to pick Team Litten, but I actually picked Salandit for my member, and I'm really into like reptilian creatures and stuff like that. And secondly, we've never really had a fire poison type Pokemon before. I'm not sure if it evolves or not. Like I said before, I haven't really done any research into like, I've only seen like the designs of some Pokemon, so I'm not sure if it evolves. I'm not sure if it's just a single evolution. Salandit is still one of the coolest Pokemon I've seen so far in the whole entire Sun and Moon Pokedex. Spoilers or not spoilers, it's just too awesome. I love the fact that the poison type also comes into play as well. Like I've never really used any poison type Pokemon on my team before neither. I've always usually been into like the whole kind of fire, water, grass, core, psychic Pokemon, flying Pokemon kind of team. I've never really actually gotten into like other typings besides like those kind of types, but I like having a fire poison type, you know, despite it being quad weak to ground. Overall, I just really like its design. I'm really into like reptile creatures. And, you know, I'm looking forward to using Salandit. You know, I want to see like what kind of attacks it can do. I want to see like how its like poison typing is going to be able to come into play. Anyways, guys, that was my Pokemon Sun and Moon team. You guys can leave your Pokemon Sun and Moon teams in the comment section below. I will say this, please don't spoil for people that don't want to be spoiled. That's all I have to say. So be courteous to the people in there. I have to tag 3 people. I'm gonna go ahead and tag Tony Daddy. Who else can I tag? Tony Daddy, my buddy Danekii, and my friend Amber, Joyful Pins. So you guys have all been tagged to do this tag. And with that being said, you guys, I will see you guys Friday when I actually stream Pokemon Sun and Moon on Twitch. So my Twitch link will also be in the description. You guys can go follow that. I'm looking forward to playing Sun and Moon, you guys. I know that there have been a lot of people that have actually done Let's Plays and stuff on their channels and shit before. But honestly, you know what? We're going to have a good time. Those guys are unique. I would say I'm unique myself. I'm looking forward to playing it. So if you guys want to see some really, really cool, unique Let's Play commentary and all that stuff. Plus, I'll be able to interact with you guys as well. I'm looking forward to that. So if you guys are excited, definitely leave a like on this video, subscribe, do all that other really cool stuff, and you can go follow my Twitch in the description. The link will be in there, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Double peace sign.